that earlier band fishing fly tying demo that I did previously. I ended up taking it out 2 times now. First round, I ended up catching one little bass, about 10-inch. And the second round, I got 2 bass, one 8, one 11-inch. So, hey, it works. Just unfortunately, I ended up losing my fly to a snag. I ended up hooking into, I think it was a cypress knee, a tree or something, kind of like by the roots. So bummer there. And that said, I need to go and tie some more. So I did an earlier tying demo. Right here is the end result. And the thing that I did different from the previous tie was I'm using some lead wraps to give it some weight, and I'm using this pearlescent tinsel instead of the silver tinsel. And I'm using these a size 12 4XL, so a lot longer size 12 streamer hook than compared to that size 8 streamer hook that I was using previously. All right. And I'm hoping that I might be able to catch a fish or two with, well, some trout on the Blue River tomorrow. Okay. That's over there in Oklahoma. I'm over here in Texas, in the city of Allen. Okay. So about hour 45 minutes or so from the Blue River, which is an easy day trip for yours truly. I did some camping earlier in the year, but this time I'm just going to day trip it. Okay. So right now I'm just building a thread base using some black tying thread, Dacron tying thread. I'm going to cut off the excess real quick, and then I'll build that thread base, taking it to just at the start of the bend of the hook. And again, it's a size 12 streamer hook, 4XL, so 4 times the length, I believe, of the normal one. Okay. And we've got it secured now. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is we'll go ahead and tie in the tail. Okay, so here's the tail, just some red yarn. All right. And start tying that in, a couple of loose wraps, and then we'll take it back on some tighter wraps. Okay, just past where about midway between the hook point and the hook bend is where I tied it in. All right. And then about a hook eye width back past the hook bend, I'm going to snip it, and that's the tail. All right. So we're like 1/3 done already. All right. And the variation that I did compared to the other one that I did previously was I used silver tinsel. I didn't have the lead wire, and then I was using a size 8 streamer hook. So I've now made those changes. I'm still going to be using the dubbing. I'm still going to be using the hackle, okay, grizzly hackle, and the red yarn. The other thing is, let's see, the original had you tie in the tinsel, put in the dubbing, tie in the hackle, palmeret the hackle back, and then secure it in place with the I call it the ribbing, but it's that tinsel. What I like doing is instead I like to tie in the tinsel, the hackle, and then the dubbing, and then move forward on that. I've done this a little before. All right, well, cool. Thanks. All right. Hi. How's it going, everyone? Okay, so let's go ahead and we already got the tail in. Now let's go and add some lead. Okay, I'm gonna pinch off about 2 inches of it, and we're gonna do 10 wraps. Okay, so here we go. I'll lay it on top, start with some loose wraps to hold it in place, and then I'll start going with some tighter wraps. I'm gonna take it about the length of the hook shank. Okay, and then let's go ahead and put a 1/2 inch at the end here, and we'll just put that aside, and then we'll wrap the lead 10 times around. So 1, 2, 3, Come on, come on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. Okay, there's 8. Looks like it's just gonna be 9 this time. So I'm a little bit short, but 8, 9, 10, we're close. Okay. All right. And then we're gonna go and wrap around the lead just so it doesn't spin on us. Okay. Just go back and forth real quick. All right, there we go. I'm gonna stop adjacent to that tail, and I'm gonna tie in some of that tinsel. All right, let's go ahead and cut off a piece of this tinsel here. Let's see. I already used up this one. Oh, no, this is still good. Okay, a little piece of that tinsel. All right. What are you making? I'm making a variant of the band fishing fly. Okay. I don't know the name of it, but they said it's banned in some fly fishing competitions. So I'm tying that, and I'm going to be using this on the Blue River tomorrow when I do a little fishing. All right. Okay. So I got the tinsel in. Now we'll put in some of this grizzly hackle, all right, to give it that bugginess to it. To prepare it, we're going to pull away some fibers at the base, and then we'll cut it. Hi, Ground Fog. How's it going? Glad you be able to join tonight. You're a regular, I tell you. All right. So this is one that I'm going to be using, hopefully, to catch a fish or two tomorrow. In this case, trout. All right. So I've got the hackle tied in now, and I'm going to go ahead and move up and down again just to secure. And then the next thing is I'm going to start building the dubbing loop. So I'll use my dubbing tool, okay, right here, like so, and I'll build a loop with it. So I'll put through, I call them ears, right there. You put one end of the line through one ear, and then you'll flip it around and grab another end of the line through the other ear. And then once you have them both captured, you'll bring the end back to the hook shank, tie it in place. Let's move that back up forward now. And you'll have a loop here with a gap, and that's where we're going to put our dubbing, okay? And I tend to like this method of tying in dubbing versus the one where you put wax on your fingers and you kind of twist it on there. I tend not to get as good a tight dubbing body as I do when I use this. And I'm using some black dubbing. Okay, I'm gonna kind of spread it out a little bit here. Okay, and I'll put it in the dubbing loop itself and just kind of build that up. I'll do 2 deals of it. Okay. Yeah, let's just do 2 deals of it here. And once you have them in the loop, you'll twist, okay? You'll turn it like so. And that is how it's going to build up the body for you, okay? All right, and you just keep spinning it and spinning it. There we go. And kind of, you can grab it a little bit to help kind of even it out across the wrap. All right, and once it's all twisted, you'll close the 2 lines or whatever in the ears of the dubbing loop, and then now you'll bring it up forward. And let me go ahead and bring it up as close as I can. There we go. I'm adjacent to the tail right now, and now I'm going to move forward along the body from back to front, and we're just going to build up a buggy body. All right, nice and buggy. Okay, and I'm going to stop short about a hook eye behind the hook eye itself. Okay, we'll do a couple of wraps in front, a couple of wraps behind, 1 wrap on in behind, and then we'll snip. Okay, we'll do a little half hitch to secure it in place, and then we'll just put the thread back into the cradle. Okay, so at this point, you have the hackle, I have the tinsel, and we almost are done. We just need to maybe add a little bugginess to it. So I got some Velcro here. All right. And you can just kind of do like so, just to get those fibers everywhere. All right. Buggy is what we want. Okay. All right. And then let's go ahead and grab the hackle. I'm using these hackle pliers. Okay. And we'll build a palmer wrap, kind of turning and moving forward, making a segmented body as we go. Okay. And right when I get at the end, I'm going to give it a couple of extra wraps in place, and then I'm going to stop and hold. Okay. And then we'll do the same thing like we were doing to secure. We'll go 2 behind, 2 in front, 1 behind, oops, 2 in front. All right. 1 behind, and then I can just kind of pull it. Oops, there we go. Dropped it. Bear with me. Okay. All right. So at this point, we're almost done. Now we just got to put in the mylar or the tinsel, okay, and build that ribbing. Okay. Well, the next thing is we'll secure it in place and do the same thing, just kind of overlapping wraps, cutting it through the hackle and building up a segmented body. Okay. And we'll stop just short of the hook eye. Okay. And we'll go build up 2 in front, 2 in back, 1 behind, and we'll cut. All right. And then here I'm going to take advantage of this half hitch tool just to get some of those fibers out of the way. And then I'll start building the head. Okay. So we'll build a tapered head. We take it behind, just over there where the hackle meet. Okay, there we go. Building it up. And all right. And there's the tapered head. All right. And then we'll use our whip finish tool. 1, 2, 3, 4, and secure it in place. And I now have another fly for tomorrow's trip to the Blue River. All right. And it does look pretty good, doesn't it? It's kind of buggy, isn't it? All right, so the fish count out of this particular fish and fly has been 3 bass right now. All right, and let's see how many trout are willing to go for this. All right, and this is part of my monthly fishing lure challenge. And in this case, the lure is going to be a fish and fly for the month of November. So depending on what I catch with this, we'll see how many or how big, as well as how many fish I can catch with this particular pattern. All right. All right. Appreciate you guys joining tonight. And if you do have any questions on how I tied this, certainly call it out. And yeah, stay tuned for more. I'll be out there on the Blue River tomorrow. So won't have any videos until later, since I don't have any coverage over there on the river itself. All right. So we'll have to restream that particular trip. All right. All for now. Next time we'll catch another one. Good luck and good fishing.